Welcome to Cory's Stories. Are you ready to meditate with Cory? Are you ready to meditate with Cory? Make sure that you're all snugly and warm in your bed, that the light is just right in your room. You're wearing your comfortable pajamas and you're ready to let go of your busy day. Heidi, Cherry, Vaya, Tucker, and Leo were all standing at the stables waiting for the ladies to bring their horses out. Earlier that morning, Tucker had gone into the garden. He'd gone over to the Buddha statue, dug up his special magical stone. He knocked off all the dirt, held it up to the sunshine. The white stone shone in the light. The golden threads of veins through the stone all sparkled and woke up. And the image of his angel appeared. She said what she always says, "One wish. You get just one wish." Tucker wrinkled his nose and said, just like Tucker always says,
"Oh, well, in that case, I think we'll be human once again."
By the time he got back into the kitchen, his friends were all stood there, humans. It was Heidi's turn to think about what she would like to do, and she wanted to go horse riding. So, since everyone else thought that was a pretty cool idea, they all agreed to go horse riding. Heidi had called the local stable and they were going to go and do a horse trail, where they each would have a horse and they would go guided on a trail around the local park, through a little woods area, up onto one of the mountains close by, and then back home, back to the stables. It was supposed to be a lovely trail, and the day was sunny and calm. There wasn't any clouds in the sky. It was a perfect day to go horse riding. As they were stood waiting, Vaya said, "I am not sure if these white trousers were a good idea." Vaya was wearing white skinny jeans and a big white sweatshirt. Cherry said, "OMG, Vaya, I told you in the bedroom when you were getting dressed. What are you thinking? What are you thinking, girl? Wearing white when you go on a horse trail? Are you nuts? But did you listen to me? No, you didn't. Look at me. I'm smart. I'm so smart." Cherry was wearing a dark blue jeans. She was wearing a black sweatshirt. And she had on a black t-shirt underneath it in case she got too warm, because it was a warm, sunny day. Vaya did not wear a t-shirt. The only thing that she was wearing under a white sweatshirt was her white sports bra. So if it got too warm, Vaya was going to be in trouble. Heidi was wearing a blue t-shirt and light blue jeans. Tucker was wearing grey sweatpants and a grey t-shirt. Leo was wearing a black t-shirt with grey sweatpants. They all looked as if they were ready to ride horses. Nobody was wearing any girly dresses, any fancy high heel shoes. No one was wearing any makeup or any jewelry or had their hair fancy. In fact, Vaya and Heidi and Cherry all had braids. The braids would be perfect underneath the helmets that they had to wear. Tucker didn't wear any hair gel that morning. Tucker said,
Does my hair look all right?
To Cherry. Cherry said, "Oh, Tucker, your hair looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing." Vaya started giggling. She said, "I'm not sure about that. You've got some strange middle parting going on." Tucker shook his head, all conscious all of a sudden, and did like a hair Bieber flip as if he was Justin Bieber flipping his luscious hair back. Leo started laughing at him. Leo couldn't care less about his hair. He didn't wear gel on his hair anyway. I really hope, guys, that I am not allergic to horses. That's what Leo said. Tucker said,
"Oh, Leo, get over yourself. You're going to be fine."
Cherry said, "Yeah, Leo, don't worry about it. I mean, I know you're allergic to everything and all when you're a dog, but you know you're not a dog right now. And anyway, be quiet, because we don't want anyone thinking that you're thinking you're a dog. You're not a dog. You look so much not like a dog right now, Leo. You look very much like yourself as a human. You look so cool. Don't worry about it. And you know what? It's kind of like mind over matter anyway. You know, all these people that are allergic to things, all these people that have allergies, right? You just need to say to yourself, I'm not allergic to that, and you won't be, because human beings are so powerful." Leo said, "Do you think I could do that as a dog? Or do I just do that when I'm a human boy?" Cherry said, "You know what, Leo? I think it's worth a try when you turn back to a dog. But for now, being a boy and all, I think you should just say, I'm not allergic to these horses." Leo said, "I don't talk like that." Cherry said,
"I'm just talking like a boy." Tucker said, "You don't sound anything like a boy."
Cherry said, "Oh, Tucker, shut up." The lady came out with the first horse. It was a brown horse, and it was enormous. Really big horse. You know how some horses look like really big, and then some horses don't look so big? They look like, oh, this looks like a nice horse. It was a really big horse. She walked over to Cherry. Cherry gulped. "Is that my horse?" she said. The lady said, "Yeah, this is Chestnut. Chestnut's got a really funny personality, and sometimes he can be a little bit mischievous, but I assume that you could probably handle that." Cherry gulped again. Yeah, sounds just like my kind of horse, he does." She was pretending that she was really brave, and she wasn't afraid of this giant chestnut horse at all. "Hello, Chestnut," she said. Chestnut pulled his head down closer to her face and then did an enormous sniff as if he was taking her in, inch by inch, smelling her, reading what she was like as a person. Cherry gulped again, turned round to Heidi and said, "Do you think he can tell I'm a cat?" Heidi said, "You're not a cat. You're a girl right now." Cherry said, "I know, but look at him." She looked into Chestnut's eyes, and Chestnut seemed to go a little bit boz-eyed, as if he was confused about something. She turned round and said, "OMG, I swear he can tell I'm a cat." "You're not a cat," said Heidi. "You're a girl." Cherry said, "Oh gosh, I know, I'm stressing it so much." Heidi said, "Apparently horses can read your energy and your temperament and your mood, and they can tell if you're afraid, so don't be afraid." Cherry went, "OMG, he knows I'm scared. He knows I'm going to pee my pants." Chestnut then snuzzled and sniffed and licked Cherry right across the cheek. Cherry started laughing. "Oh, Chestnut, I barely know you." And then she was all right. She decided she liked her horse. Heidi's horse was called Virgo. It was grey and beautiful, and Heidi was thinking that Virgo, her grey horse, was like her. She was a grey cat. Virgo was a grey horse. They were already very connected. Heidi leaned her head into Virgo's face, and Virgo seemed to just lean into Heidi's face as if they'd known each other for 1,000,000 years. No fear there at all. Vaya's horse happened to be white. What a coincidence. And she was called Charlotte. Charlotte was beautiful. She was like one of those regal type horses that had fur around their ankles, like a Shire horse. She was glorious. She looked like a princess, fitted Vaya perfectly. Tucker's horse was called Tomboy. He was black. Tucker turned around and said,
Do you think these stable people know something that we don't know?
Heidi said, I think it's just a coincidence. Tucker said hello to Tomboy, and Tomboy went,
Huh, huh, huh.
and made like a funny noise, as if he was saying hi back. Tucker said,
Oh, I think my horse is pretty cool.
Leo's horse was brown. He was called Scarecrow, and he was a little bit shaggy, and he had parts of his fur that was a little bit bald, as if he'd nibbled it off or scratched it off a little bit too much, and Leo instantly fell in love. He's just like me. I bet he itches all the time. Everyone started laughing. They all climbed onto the horses and started to go on the guided horse trail walk. The sun was shining. The birds were singing. What they didn't expect was every time a car went by and it beeped, or there was loud noises from just the public in general, the horses kind of stirred a little bit, and everyone got shook up as if to say, OMG, is this horse going to chuck me off? Chestnut, don't you dare chuck me off because you're so blooming tall. I'll fall and I'll feel like I'm flying off a mountain. Actually, Chestnut, that might be really nice, and I do have my helmet on, said Cherry. Heidi said, We'll have no horses falling, no people falling, no accidents, nothing going wrong today, please. Heidi looked around. She looked behind her, and she looked at Cherry in front of her, as if to say, Confirmed. Does everyone understand? Comply? Comply? Everyone nodded. Cherry said, OMG, Heidi, you're so bossy sometimes. Isn't she bossy, Chestnut? Chestnut looked up and to the side and looked at Cherry as if to say, Yes, she is. And he rolled his eyes, and Cherry said, OMG, I swear, me and Chestnut, we're like twinsies. We're like soulmates, aren't we? Chessie me Chestnut. Chessie Chestnut. Chessie me Chestnut. Chessie. Heidi said, Oh, please, be quiet. You're ruining the day. Vaya said, Oh, yes, can we just have a little bit of peace and quiet, please? Charlotte was just telling me all about one time when she went to a ball and she was wearing a gown that was bright silver and it shone in the moonlight. Heidi said, She is? Vaya said, No, she's not, but I'm just pretending that we're telepathically connected, and she's telling me all about that time when she had to pick up Cinderella and drive her home as fast as she could before it stroked midnight. Heidi just shrugged her shoulders and looked forward and watched Chestnut's bum moving from side to side as they walked in front of them. Tucker shouted from the back and said, How long does this go on for? Me bum's hurting. Leo started laughing. Maybe you should do some more squats at the gym or play football a bit more so you build up some muscle. Tucker said, I have enough muscle, thanks very much. Vaya said, It would have been a lovely day if Mr. Kitty could have joined us. I so miss D'Angelo. It feels like I haven't seen him for ages. Cherry said, OMG, Vaya, get over it. I mean, you've got the full world. You've got the whole world. Do you know how many boys are in this world? There is like... Heidi, how many people are on this planet? Heidi said, I think about like 8 billion or something like that. Tucker went, You what? 8 billion? I thought there were 8,000. Heidi started laughing. 8,000? Tucker, you really do have to read more books. Tucker said, I know, right? But you know, when I'm human, I like looking at my phone. It's got so much stuff on it. And there's so many games you can play. It's like, cool. Heidi said, yeah, well, get off your phone, get into the real world and read a book. You do need to be smart as well as cute, you know, Tucker.
Tucker said, oh, I don't know. Cute takes you a long way. Cute takes you a long way. Right, Vaya?
Vaya blushed. Well, thanks, Tucker. Tucker was saying it as if Vaya was cute. Cherry said, OMG, Tucker, what about me? What about Heidi? We're cute too, you know. Don't you go, encouraging one of us' confidence without the other. Thank you very much. It's very important for us girls to feel included, not excluded.
Tucker said, Okay. Gosh, girls can be so sensitive.
Cherry said, OMG. OMG. Don't you dare, Tucker. Don't you dare.
Tucker said, I'm sorry. I take it back.
You best take it back, or otherwise you'll get some fist, said Cherry. She turned around and put one of her fists in the air as if to say, you're going to get this if you're not careful. Of course, Tucker knew she was joking. She wouldn't actually hit him, but the threat felt pretty real. Vaya then went back to the conversation and said, yes, but, you know, I'm not sure if I'm interested in anybody other than D'Angelo. Heidi said, well, that's a shame. I think you should probably just keep your options open. And anyway, who's got time for boyfriends? Tucker said, exactly, from the back. I don't have time for that. I've got too many fun games on my phone. By this time, they were walking down the other side of the mountain and making their way back to the stables. When it was time to say goodbye to the horses, they'd all got pretty much attached to them by then. Heidi had had the genius idea of bringing a bag of carrots. She pulled it out of her backpack and gave everyone a carrot to give to the horse. The horses were very happy. The kids, after a while, said goodbye to all the staff there at the stables, said goodbye to the horses, and said that hopefully they would be back pretty soon to go on another horse ride. They all really liked it. On the way back, Tucker was walking extremely funny. He looked like he'd got something wrong with his bum. Cherry said, OMG, Tucker, did you pee your pants? You walking like you peed your pants? Tucker said, no, me bum hurts. Whoa, that horse was pretty hard, man. Everyone laughed. By evening time, the cats found themselves back in their cat bodies, at home, showering off the day. And Tucker and Leo had already settled down on their big, soft, comfortable dog bed. They had a chat about their day. Leo did not have any hives. He was pretty proud of the fact that if he was allergic to horses, it stated that he wasn't, and it worked. He decided, now that he was back being a dog, that he was going to try that with everything. You never know, it might work. Tucker was still complaining about his bum. He was laying on his side.
I hope it gets better by tomorrow, Leo, because my golly, my cheeks are singing.
Leo started laughing. And then they fell asleep. The end of another human adventure. Hopefully there was more to come. The end.